Tell us about Diego.
Diego. Diego is one of our kids that has been here for a long time already. He and his mom are both HIV positive. They both have, but Diego is turning 12 now in February.
They've been living a lot with mom and dad too.
Yeah, somebody has been working, like she does house cleaning and stuff like that. She's been doing that many years for us in our house there. And Diego, it's been probably about 4 or 5 years that they've been a part of this program, our family here.
And are they both living with mom and dad now?
They are both living with mom and dad now, yeah. She rents a room there because they have enough room there to go. So they are renting a room there, and then they work here. Some days she works here, and some days she works in cleaning mom and dad's place, and then I think she has one other job where she does another cleaning.
Okay.
Very honest, very hardworking mom, and she does anything and everything for her son.
And they're both HIV.
They're both HIV, yes, exactly. And
but healthy right now.
Healthy, yes. She is very strict and very disciplined, and with her medication, with all of her doctor's appointments, with any little sickness, with any little thing, she calls a doctor. She is very, very responsible in that area, and she's a wonderful mom as far as that, and also very honest and open with everything that she does, and she would do anything for her son. And so now his dream has always been to be a soccer player. And so this year, we were able to, through a contact that we had in church, he has a soccer team, that he has a professional soccer team. They practice in a very nice club a ways away from here. And so he's a Christian guy from our church that he was actually a professional soccer player before, and he had an accident, I think in Italy, and he lost an arm. And so then he could no longer play in professional teams anymore. But then he came back here, and his dream then was to open up a school to train other kids that didn't really have an opportunity to be able to reach and to train to get into a good team. And so we talked with him this year, and Diego was accepted onto that team, and he only has to pay the inscription cost, but the rest of the year is all covered. He doesn't have to pay anything there. And so he has just really, really been flourishing. He's been doing better even in his studies. His health is just doing great. There's absolutely no virus even detectable in his when he does his tests and everything. He's always with his medication, but he is basically a totally normal kid. Wow. As far as that goes. And so it's been awesome to see how. And then also he was also a kid that had a lot of problems with studies, with learning before. And then through our program that we had this year, we did a lot of, every day they had an hour of studies, an hour of working at their homework with the teacher. And he's improved way more with his studies and everything this year too. And a very cute kid. He's just developing into
So how often does he practice?
He practices every day. I think Monday to Thursday he has practice every day because he's practicing to be a goalie. So there are 2 extra days of practice for them.
Wow.
So he goes Monday, I think it's actually every day. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday he does his normal practice with his team. And then Tuesday and Thursday he goes to do his specific practice as a goalie. And his mom takes him every day. She sits there all through his practices. It's just crazy. She loves it, and she comes and she always tells me about all of it, how he did and how his team played and all the moves, and she is just so into it. Yeah, she just totally.
He plays games too.
He exactly played a game, and now actually next year they're wanting to compete against teams even coming from Brazil, and he might even be going and traveling to Brazil. And his coach says that he's the best goalie that they have there. Nice. They have 2 or 3 goalies, and he's the best one. So. His coach is very happy with him, and he's very determined. He's focused. Other kids just go there to goof around, but he is very focused on what he wants to do, and so he's doing very well there.
Cool.